I was charting APT and I was saying potentially a good low here at the EQ of the range, and we were here at that point, and we'll watch what happens at supply. And right there, supply, as you can see, and I wanted a break of structure into supply to go short. And afterwards I said I didn't take the trade. I had my reasons for that because I already had some short exposure, that's one, but this could have been a perfect hedge and I didn't take it, and I'm going over it right now. You created an accumulation right there, and structure went up. So structure went like this, went up, you made a higher low, you made a higher high. Range goes from high to low. Okay, very simple, very clear. Let's go back in time to trade it like a real trade and to trade it like where I gave the call, and that was right there. I was saying creating a good low. And why is this a good low? Because you had a 4-hour bulge, you had price going like this, price, the second candle going like this, and the third candle going like this, which makes it a very good bar span and low. Study those lows. You also have, of course, good lows like this, which is more like a model 1. Study those Bojan lows and highs, and we are going further. Is there any potential to go up? Yeah, there's a lot of potential to go up because you're in a big ass accumulation, but this distribution played out very nicely. What will be a liquidity point for your tab 3? That will be all the way up there. This will be a liquidity point for your model 1 POI, and we are watching for a model 2 POI right now. And what you can see is this first move up before going down, leaving an inefficiency right here. So this is going to be your supply. You see why it's structure supply, because your structure going down. Boom, this is your structure, leaving an inefficiency, not grabbing it and going lower. Okay, so you're leaving an inefficiency. Market makers want to fill this part. Good, understand? Okay, right now this is also going to be your extreme liquidity, of course, but when you hit the extreme liquidity, it's also going to hit that supply zone, so I don't care. You're leaving liquidity behind right here, which makes why you're leaving liquidity behind, because you got those highs. This leaves a good return to zone, and you're building a good 4-hour bottom right there, which I explained. You grab the liquidity from this point, so going up is the most probable answer. And we indeed went up and went for that extreme supply, but we made a very aggressive move. We went in that supply, didn't have the best time displacement right there, and went lower. So you preferably want your tab to be here, and what I always say, you preferably wanted to deviate that first step, which didn't happen in both cases. Was it in the volume profile? Let's see. The break was not in the volume profile. You had a lot of volume on the downside of the range, and this of course is one big ass demand zone as well. So was it the best trade? No. Do you have lows building up right here? Yes. Is that important? Yes, because the range low is not taken out yet. That could be a reason to still take the trade. What I wanted to see is a clear supply POI to reject from, and this was your supply, but you came in very aggressive, and an entry technically valid could already have been on a low time frame right here. This would be a valid entry technically, but as I said, very aggressive going into that supply and leaving big demand zone right here. So I'm gonna watch now for a retest, because this supply is now mitigated. We can delete it. That's no longer to use, and let's play price. And what you see, price is going higher. You wick this, but this wick was so high that was almost like equal highs, leaving liquidity right here. So now you're leaving liquidity right here on the upside and all those highs. Is it the best to take this trade? It is valid. Again, it is valid. I didn't take it. I already had some short exposure. Should I have taken it as a hedge right here? Probably. Did I fade it? Yes. Can it happen? Yes. But just a learning moment for me as well. I still have learning moments, So this was the supply you came in. Would have been better if you only mitigated right here and went lower? Yes, because now you went very high and didn't take out those highs, leaving liquidity right here, what I already said. Okay, so the second valid, technically valid entry would have been right here with an aggressive breakup structure, creating supply, which is a very good thing. And now you have a supply chain. So that's amazing. Let's see what happens when we play price, because price indeed went higher for that supply. And yeah, price was really fucking around right there and was not looking that good. And what do we have here? Another high. You have this high, this high, this high. It's all creating big liquidity. But let's use only that wick because that's also supply. As you know, you did create a good high right there. 1, 2, 3, boom. Which the third technically valid entry would have been here, but right now when you have so many retests, I wouldn't even consider it because price is just leaving too much liquidity for me right there. When I play it like this, if you took it, your valid entry would have been here, grabbing extreme liquidity and extreme supply. And you're targeting a range low, of course, which would have been an amazing hedge. I do think after all I could have taken it, especially when I'm already long, because it's just valid. This supply grab and extreme liquidity grab is so clean. So in hindsight, I would have taken it. And when you see it playing like this, you you could have stressed right there with all those highs, leaving this liquidity, and there goes the price to the target. Literally, the price goes to the target, leaving a big ass strong supply zone right there. And you could throw your stop loss, of course, guys. You could throw your stop loss when it retests this. You could throw it like this. When it retests that, you could throw it like this. So then your stop loss would have been this, and you would have been out and risk free for 0.5% already. Yeah, there's a trade. It's a wonderful 5RR. It was fully pre-planned. As I showed in the beginning, I didn't take it. I hope some of you still took it because you got a win. And you played just a valid Wyckoff model. It was all valid, just a bit more tough. If even I didn't enter it, you know. So it would have been great as a hedge. And see you in the next video, guys. Ciao.